Experiment 2. Preparation of benzeneazo-β-napthol. The figure shows the overall reaction equation for this reaction. These are the chemicals to be used in this experiment. Weigh 1 gram of aniline in a conical flask using a Pasteur pipette on a digital balance. At the fume hood, measure 12.5 ml of HCl using measuring cylinder and transfer it to a small beaker. Add HCl to the aniline in the conical flask and stir using glass rod until all the aniline dissolves. Fill ice cubes in a container and add the conical flask containing the aniline solution in the ice container until the temperature reaches 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. Measure 5 ml of natrium nitrate solution in a small conical flask. Put a small piece iodine starch pepper in the cold aniline solution. Add dropwise solution of natrium nitrate and swirl the conical flask until the iodine starch pepper changes to dark blue. The dark blue indicates that diazonium salt has successfully formed. Weigh 1 gram of beta-napthol in a beaker and add 5 ml NaOH to form beta-napthol solution. Slowly add diazonium salt solution to the beta-napthol solution with stirring at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. This figure shows the formation of precipitate. Next, we will use the vacuum filtration set to filter the precipitation. Wet the pepper with a small amount of the solvent. This causes the pepper to adhere to the plate and keeps materials from passing under the pepper during filtration. Pour the mixture to be filtered on the filter paper and collect the precipitate. The figure shows the overall setup for reflux. Be sure to follow it exactly. This video shows you how to set up the reflux system. When doing this setup, attach the rubber tubing to condenser first before attaching it to the round flask bottom. Attach the round bottom flask to the retort stand and clamp it. Put the precipitate in the round bottom flask. Thoroughly rinse the mouth and walls of the round bottom flask with methanol. Add a few pieces of boiling chips into the round bottom flask as anti-bumping in the heating process. Adjust the height of the clamp and retort stand accordingly. Carefully place the condenser on the round bottom flask and the heating mantle under it. Connect the hose on the lower arm of the condenser to the water tap and allow the hose on the upper arm to drain to the sink for effective cooling system. Switch on the heating mantle and reflux the mixture for a few minutes. Make sure the precipitates are fully dissolved. You fold a round filter pepper into a fluted filter pepper. The filter pepper is first folded into half. Then the half folded pepper is again folded into half. So you will see two big petals. Push in one of the big petals to make two small petals. Do it the same way for the other big petal. So now you will have 4 petals. Repeat the push-in method for all 4 petals. It will be helpful if you fold according to the folded line to get a symmetrical fluted filter pepper. Switch off and remove the heating mantle. Close the water tap and detach the round bottom flask from the retort stand. Carefully take the flask off and pour the hot mixture over preheated filter pepper and glassware. This technique is called filter while hot. It must always be done when reaction is still hot and the filter pepper and glassware are adequately preheated. Put the filtrate in ice bath. Scratch the wall of the flask gently using glass rope. Wet the pepper with a small amount of the solvent. This causes the pepper to adhere to the plate and keeps materials from passing under the pepper during filtration. Pour the mixture to be filtered onto the filter paper and collect the precipitate. Rinse the glass rod and beaker thoroughly with minimum amount of cold methanol. Wait for a few minutes to make sure the precipitate is completely dry. Carefully transfer the dried sample from the funnel into a vial. Calculate the yield percentage using the equation as shown here.